Hey everybody, it's Rising Ash, Sacred Mountain, and I'm here today. I'm going to do something a little different than I've been doing. Still going to stick with the chakra colors, and but first of all, we have 21 cups of paint we've got to prepare for a 3-part panel that I'm going to create with a dirty pour flip pours. I think they're called dirty pours, but really not a lot of paint in each of these cups, but we're gonna combine 7 colors in each pour. Again, the chakras, but I've got the Dina Wakeley's, and I've done quite a few paintings today, and I'll show them to you at the end of the video. But let's get started, because I don't want this to take forever. Those are the 4 cups. One for the white. Black. And I just realized I have to put a little bit from each one. Probably. I've already poured the Floetrol into the cups for the paints. I didn't have any left over for the white, so that's that. And instead of using water to add to it, we're going to use alcohol. So let me get you guys tilted down to see what we're working with. We've got, first up is magenta. So we're gonna use the magenta for the heart, the root chakra. We're just gonna try to put about half of the, and as we're done with that, with the Dina Wakeley's, put them over here. Okay. Let's stir that up. Real pretty color. And we're not going to spiral pour these. We're just going to dirty pour them. Flip pour. This is tangerine. We used a little bit of this earlier. I used this, I think, last night. Probably should have a way of marking these. I'm just going to put, maybe not, 1A, 2A. This is lemon. Pretty yellow. Trying to step out of my comfort zone now that this first row of colors is my favorite color because they're so vibrant. I do like these better than, say, the second row or even the third row, but I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and try this to see how they compare with to each other. And so I've separated them up into 3 groups. They kind of neatly do that. Really need a better marker. Oh, no. Sparkles. Better. And I try to prepare as much as I can before coming live. But then again, being the authenticity challenge, I try to show you as much as I can. Again, I'm watching YouTube videos throughout the day to get an idea of what things are out there and how to learn and learning things, different things. But I'm really not an expert. I'm not a teacher of any sorts. I just am inviting you to come play along with me. And experiment. And these are the things that I'm using. The Floetrol and the silicone are things you can pick up at your Lowe's home improvement store. It's not hard to find. Just have to know how to ask for what you're looking for. Really, I did a series tonight. I did 2 8x10s and 2 7x14s, and I think they turned out gorgeous. I'll show them to you at the end of the day. At the end of the video. And I'm thinking about starting to sell them because they're turning out, some of them are turning out really interesting. And I'm gonna have it. I mean, if you saw the racks, it's incredible what's building up in my little office here. Okay. And then blackberry will round up this. Group. This first group, Group A. And this is the group that I think I'm going to put in the middle, with the two on the either side, just because it's my favorite group. So I'm going to put these off to the side. And we're going to label these 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, and 7B. And we're going to go ahead and mix these up. It won't be as hard because these haven't been used as much. Be back here. This color is called Peacock. Cool. Marine. And lastly, but not rounding out the B group is eggplant for the crown chakra. And I'll stir them all up at the end. This is 1C, 2C, 3C, 4C, 5C, 6C, 7C, and this is going to be black. And we're going to borrow some white, some from the, well, borrow a little bit from juice. You can't borrow any from those. And just take some from the white. Hopefully I haven't drained it all completely. So here we go. This is Ruby. Ruby probably should have been in that first group, but I wanted that pink. This is called Blushing. Oh no. I don't know if it's possible to save this. Well, this is going to be an interesting color because it's a mix of the two. So that'll be just that. And I will just put Blushing in here. Oh dear. If you don't pay attention to what you're doing. So being the authentic challenge that I've been doing, today is a really hard day for me. The fall equinox has notoriously been a hard time. And today we go into the fall equinox along with what's it called? Coming into the fall season. October's coming, and Halloween, Thanksgiving, the holidays. And for people who have been through some of the things that I've been through, it can be pretty hard. I was talking today with a former teacher mentor, and it was amazing to hear some of the things she said and how validating they were because of just the things she observed. What? It's not good. And just, I had things I had never heard from her before, things that she said she observed. and how it validated my experiences. It was just really, really good to hear from her and talk to her and catch up with her. Okay, so syrup. So we've got Ruby. C. We've got blushing. I'm just gonna put these back there. Over there. We've got lime green. So, how have you been vulnerable lately? How have you been courageous and brave? Passing through, we're doing a three-part series, three-part panel chakra galaxy. Hopefully, and we're mixing with flow, troll, and then we're going to add alcohol and silicone. And not every, I don't know if everybody is going to have silicone or just a few paints. I find that if all the paints have silicone, it seems to be, I don't know. It seems like you get less you get more bubbles or more cells, but they're not as big, and I'm still trying to get those real nice big ones. So, all right, there we're done. Okay, eggplant. We're stirring these up really well. Let me tell you, I'm excited because by the time we get to pouring, it's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Peacock. Turquoise. No, this is umber. Sorry, umber. It's kind of like a greenish brown. Had to get creative with this set. Dark olive green. So the green is dark olive green and the yellow here is olive. All right. And blushing. And Sedona. Tim Holtz Ranger ink. the Dina Wakley heavy body acrylics. I really like these. They are working really nicely for what I'm doing. Okay, and here we are. What color was this? Bubblegum, maybe? No, this is magenta. I'll stir it up a little bit more. Tangerine. Lemon. Evergreen. Ocean. Lapis. And blackberry. Okay. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of alcohol to each one. And this is right up my alley because I do a lot with the alcohol inks, Tim Holtz alcohol inks. And so this kind of speaks to me to use alcohol. It does dry faster. Okay. So stir these up. You're going to see it separate and then come back together. And actually, I'm going to put some white together. That's the end of that bottle. And I'm not going to put alcohol or silicone in the white. I don't know why, I just out of habit. It's a heavier paint. So, and the same with the black. It's got the Floetrol, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And the chakras, I know I haven't up until now. I've used the black and the white as background colors, but this is a little different what I'm doing. And so because I feel as though the time is limited as to what we have as far as pouring the acrylic, I'm going to go ahead and once I have one set mixed, I'm going to get it poured and ready in the cup, and I'm not going to pour it until the next sets, until all three sets are ready. But I wanted okay. So this one's remember the alcohol is already. Ooh. So what time of year is difficult for you? Is it the holidays? Is it the high holidays, Easter? Is it the summer? Is it wintertime? Spring is hard for some people. What is it about that time that's difficult? This time is for some reason, I love this time of year, and it's also difficult for me to it always seems to harbor or be a harbinger of really tough times. I used to see myself as a very depressed, lonely, isolated child, and talking with this teacher tonight, she said you were bubbly and cheerful and you were smart, and I was shocked because my view of the world, everything was miserable, and every now and then it's like somebody took my glasses or my eyes and adjusted the focus, and everything became clear and it felt good. But that was a day here and there. It was weird, but it's amazing what we do as children to get by, to survive, essentially. I always thought my sister was the golden child, and lo and behold, she shared with me a experience that validated that was something that truly did happen in my family. And it wasn't based on something I had told her. It was based on something she had witnessed that had nothing to do with me, really. And other experiences that I've had where people in my family have made comments that finally, years later, have validated, unknowingly that they've done, but have validated the suspicions I had at the time, that they were doing these awful things. And it just, I don't know. I'm moving on, or I want to move on, if that makes any sense. So think, yeah, if we let these sit too long, we'll have to, because there's A's cup. I wish I had like a blender or something. So, not seeing too many live viewers. I'm not seeing anybody. If you happen to see me and you're interested in what we're doing, I know right now I'm just mixing paints, but it's going to get interesting, I promise. It always ends up being interesting in here. And as always, you can watch the playback. And I, in the sister channel, Lives in Truth, Living Heart and Soul Truth, there's a couple of videos there that I posted, meaning to post them on RASM, but and for some reason the channels get the people seem to watch the ones on Living Heart and Soul Truth more than they watch the ones that are on this channel. And I wish I could just merge the channel somehow, but smell that alcohol. Boy, it stings in those cuts that I have. Almost there. We're halfway. Sky here. I think I'm going to put 5 to 10 drops of silicone in them. I'll put some more in some. Less in others. Hopefully that'll give enough variation. So what are your dreams? Are you going for your dreams? Do you tell yourself you're not good enough to chase the dreams? We're having a council meeting Sunday where we're going to talk about our stories and what people are doing on their journeys. Oh, goodness gracious. I just realized these are backwards. I was wondering. Okay. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Anyway, in council, we speak from the heart. We listen from the heart, we speak leanly, and we speak spontaneously. One person speaks at a time, and we don't have any distractions like cell phones or computers or anything like that. It's just you and the other people, and we are focused on each other completely, solely and completely. All right. Sedona. And Ruby. Okay. Find if we have a system that will go easier, quicker. We always put the purple in first. So, white first. A little bit of white. Just a little bit. And I'm going to put in okay, so I put silicone in each one, and I'm not going to stir it up. No. I should put these back. Okay. So here's cup A. Contraction here. There's cup A. C. We're going to do these cups the reverse. So we'll do ruby. I'm going to put the silicone in these. I'll start with the right. A little bit of white. There's cup C. And we can put a little bit black. And again, hint of black. Okay. So all right, what I want to do is flip this. And apparently I concentrate very hard when I'm doing this. So it's interesting to me how these go together but don't. I love that middle one. So I'm really not going to torch it very much. Just going to let the drips pour off. Let them meld together into one piece. I'm really pleased with this, how this turned out. Really, really pleased with it. So I'll give you a So I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to put them up in a rack and let them sit probably overnight. And watch for, wow, this is pretty cool. So thank you for being with me tonight as I mixed paints and then just dumped them on the panels, 3 square panels, and that it's one piece, but it's 3 separate pieces, and that speaks a lot about, I think, who we are as people, and just we're separate pieces and yet we make up wholes. Wow, I really like this kind of painting. I think it's something I'm going to be exploring more. So, thanks for hanging out with me. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit share, send me a comment or two. Any suggestions, I'm open to them. I'm liking what I see so far. I love watching your videos and getting ideas and suggestions from you. So David Clark, shout out to you for your vids that have given me some suggestions. And as always, Josie Lewis, thank you very much. And Emmy, thank you very much. Everybody else, have a good night, and I'll see you on the flip side. Don't forget your authenticity challenge. Do something you love every day.